excuses, break your habits, and step into the
That's
version
right.
of
Peace and
yourself
love
you've always
561.
known
We
you could be.
live.
So let's begin. Stop lying to
Greetings,
yourself.
greetings, greetings,
Next
greetings,
time,
greetings, greetings,
better
everyone.
opportunities. Because every
Greetings,
excuse you make
everyone. We
away
are
from life is but a
live.
lie you've chosen to believe.
Yes, we
You say you
have
don't have time.
the
That's a
morning
lie.
love
Because a
motivation
day
in the
of 24
morning.
hours is every single
Hope you guys are up, giving love, positive direction, understanding, seeking knowledge, giving peace, giving love, accepting love, overpowering anger with love, overpower misunderstanding situations in the midst of it with love. We are on a level of belief. It's all about believing. Once you believe, you can achieve. Greetings, greetings, everybody. Just up, thankful, grateful for the morning, grateful and thankful for another chance, man. Thankful for another chance, man. And then thankful for the mercy and the love too, though. I know, man. If anybody's up right now, I know you're so grateful for the mercy of the forgiveness that runs through life. The mercy and the forgiveness that runs through life is amazing. Oh man, it's amazing. That's why I say, man, life is his best teacher, best experience, everything, man. Especially when you got stuff that come your way and you can't dodge it, and then you get through it. Oh Jesus, man, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of people go through those breakthroughs every day, of going through something that you don't know, that you don't know how you're gonna make it through, and then you make it through eventually. It sounds like the pain be like about to bust your head, but then it just ease away slowly but surely. That pain start going away, and then before you know it, you look up, shit, the pain gone. The pain been done disappeared, man. The pain been done disappeared. But we listen to Napoleon Hill. Yeah, man. We listen to Napoleon Hill motivation, man. For real.
24 hours you wasted to become great. And one day when you see them succeed, you'll tell yourself another excuse they got lucky. No, they didn't. They just refused to keep lying to themselves. So let's get brutally honest. What's really holding you back isn't lack of time, lack of energy, or lack of opportunity. It's the habits you've chained yourself to. Habits that feel small, harmless, innocent, but they are destroying you from the
Greetings,
inside
greetings,
out.
greetings.
You hit snooze one more time. No big deal, right?
Greetings, my friends.
Wrong.
Greetings,
That's the
greetings.
first promise you break to yourself
I
before
pray
the
you
day
guys
even
are doing
begins.
great this morning. I pray you guys are in great spirits. I pray you guys understand this is another day to try. If you didn't try yesterday, you could try today. You could try today and you can understand that you could believe today and you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Because guess what? God loves us all, man. And this ain't got nothing to do with no religion, man. I don't get it twisted. I don't speak on religion. I just speak on belief. I speak on life experiences to make you greater. I'm not going against no religion. I'm not speaking on no religion. I'm speaking on believing in God, and that's all. Just simple. Just simple believe in God. That's it. What's up? What's up? What it do? Yeah, man. I'm just this morning motivation. I try to get on here in the morning time and try to give out a little love, a little hope, a little motivation, a little knowledge to anybody that's want to receive it. I'm not trying to be a preacher. I'm just a guy with a mission, man. I'm just a guy in this world with a mission, man. You know, that's all I am, man. Yeah, we love God. We all love God. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody that support my channel, subscribe to it, and then take the time to hear me out. You know, like I said, I'm just a guy on this earth with a mission, and God's calling me to just get this channel and put out what I have to say. We always listen to what everybody else says. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like everybody on this earth has a message. Everybody on this earth has a message, man. Whether you give it out with doing your just due, whether you give it out with just, trying to even must give one person some advice, one day of your life. Everybody has a mission on this earth, man. I don't care who you is. The whole world, the whole human species on earth has a mission. And that's just what it is, man. You don't see it. You don't see it today. Look at the internet. Everybody can go to the internet and become famous. Anybody put their real life. A lot of people put their real life on there. A lot of people just put little clips and stuff on there. But you don't see it. Everybody trying to get their message out, bro. No matter how you coming. No matter how you coming, everybody trying to get their message out, man. Straight up, man. Yeah, man, for real. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. You know, everybody needs somebody to help them understand how to get through something every day, bro. Everybody, even the ones that think they got it figured out, they still got to turn to their team to get that one word or to just get that idea that they don't got just right there. You know what I'm saying? We need each other. Everybody need each other, bro. Ain't no such thing as no lonely person, bro. That's a lie. If you lonely, you choose to be. Because we all family on this earth, man. All of us. All of us. Because guess what? Guess what is crazy about everything on this earth? We all got one color blood. We all got one color blood. I bet I don't care. I don't care if the alligator is the most scariest thing on this earth. Guess what color his blood is? Red. Everything on this earth that's living it has a blood, the same color, man. Straight up. If it's a species, even a fish in the water, man. All that water that go through them fish's body in that ocean, when you cut it, it still bleed red. You know that? It still bleed red, man. We all got one color blood in us, man. And guess what that means? That means that it's one blood running through the whole earth. It's one blood running through every single thing that's alive that has something to do with blood. It's one blood, man. One blood running through this earth. It's dripping through it too. And it's live too. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, for real. Yeah. But that's not a fish though. That's not a fish. The octopus and the squid is not a fish. It's not a fish. That's not a fish. So if you pull an octopus or a squid out the water, guess what? You're going to call it an octopus and you're going to call it a squid. You could pull a million kind of fishes out the water and it's a million names for them. But it ain't no octopus or it ain't no squid. So, we ain't talking about that. That don't got no type of form. I think those got made off some type of what? Bacteria or something out of that. I don't think those things get made from a fish level. I have to look up that. I never looked at that. But anyway, back to the motivation, man. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. I pray everybody getting up with a great, great morning spirit. Even if you're not, you got time to change it. You don't have to stay in that bad spirit waking up. You don't have to give nobody no bad negativity. You don't have to do anything got something to do with make anything feeling bad in your day. You can make people's day feel good by choosing to. By touching somebody and grabbing them and say, I love you and God loves you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with putting insurance of love on top of people that you love and maybe not the ones that you don't love, but still give it to them. Give people the jewel of love and how to spread it. It'll keep down a lot of problems, man. I promise you, man. It'll keep down a lot of problems, man. When a person just got that girl going at you, all you gotta do is just stop them in mid-sentence and say, God love you and I love you. You don't gotta go back and forth with nobody to fuel no fires, man. And that's what's today our problem. Just stop it, please. Don't fuel the fires, man. Put them out with love, man. Put the fires out with love, man. You know what I'm saying? All you gang members, all you people that, call yourself in groups and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't congratulate your partner on doing bad stuff. Congratulate your partner on making a change, man. and helping his family and loving somebody and giving somebody jewels, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can change it, bro. The gangs don't gotta represent bad; they can represent good. So anytime a person see the gang member now, they gonna be happy to see you. Cause like that gang member right there, that gang member group right there, all they do is help you and show love. All they do is give you motivation. All they do is make sure, you know what I'm saying, people protected and make it home safe. When they out roaming the streets, they just protecting people. They're not hurting people. They're not taking from people. The gangs can be represented as good when they mention your gang, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the gang. I ain't speaking against them. All I'm saying is that with the power that you guys have, you guys can change it, bro. Straight up, bro. Because it seems like it's gonna be unstoppable. So why not be when they mention your gang, man, be mention your gang for good. And say that gang, them gang members right there, man, we love them. They come out, see them, man, they clean up, they make sure that our kids get to school safe, they get home safe and walking, they keep an eye out, they don't let people speed, they don't let people do wrong. I'm here, come on, man. Like, it's a choice to be good, bro. We don't gotta always represent the opposite. Even though it's justifiable to the people that live that life, that you say, you know, we're not doing nothing wrong until somebody else see what you choose, bro. You know? Yeah, man, for real. Let's get up, man. Let's try to change, man, this morning, man. Let's make a choice of choosing to give love and understanding and motivation, man. You know? Somebody need it, bro. Somebody need it, bro. Trust me, man. Somebody need it, bro. Somebody need it. It's a person next to you. It's a person within your circle. If somebody might be in your house living in a dark world and they don't understand it, all you got to do is go and pray with them. All you got to do is go pray with them, man. Give them belief. A lot of people don't believe because they can't see it. And that's our number one problem today, man. You know? What you can't see, you don't believe, man. But that's not faith, bro. Man, come on, man. They say faith faith moves not by sight, dog, but by action. Straight up. Greetings. What it do, Johnny? Greetings, man. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just giving a little morning motivation. That's what I do when I get up on here in the morning sometime. I try to see if I can catch somebody's ears, man. If I know I can catch your eye with the mask, but if you just come listen to me, I can catch your ears for a couple of seconds if you have time to hear me out. I just have a little something to say. Not too much. Not too much, man. Just trying to give out some love, man, if you need it. If you need some love this morning, man, stop by Peace and Love, man, 561. We're giving it away for free. We're giving it away for free, man. We're giving it away to love for free, man. We're giving it away to love for free, bro. We're giving it away to love for free. I was listening to Napoleon Hill, you know, some morning motivation. You guys can tune in. I do not own the copyrights to the music in the background. I'm just listening to a segment of Napoleon Hill.
Let me ask you something. When you look in the mirror, do you see the person you want to be, or do you see the person you've settled for? Because here's the truth. You are only 21 days away from becoming unrecognizable, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Not someday, not next year. 21 days. But it won't happen by accident. It happens when you decide right now to burn your excuses, break your habits, and step into the version of yourself you've always known you could be. So let's begin. Stop lying to yourself. That's the line. That's where it begins. Because every excuse you've ever made is nothing but a lie you've chosen to believe. You say you don't have time. That's a lie. You have the same 24 hours as every single person who built greatness, every single person who turned nothing into something, every single person who became a legend. The problem isn't time, it's how you waste it. How you pour into endless scrolling, meaningless distractions, pointless conversations, and shallow entertainment. And then, when the day is gone, you pretend you were too busy. That's not busyness, that's weakness. You say you're too tired. That's a lie. You are not too tired to change your life. You are too comfortable living small. You are drained because you've been feeding on things that kill your energy instead of fuel it. Junk food, junk habits, junk thoughts. You're not tired. You're undisciplined. You say you'll start tomorrow. That's the biggest lie of them all. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is the graveyard where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is the word the lazy invented to trick themselves into feeling safe. If you had the courage to start, you would have started already. So stop saying tomorrow. You either start now or you don't start at all. Excuses are poison. And the worst part, they don't just keep you where you are. They drag you backwards. They rot your confidence. They destroy your self-trust. They whisper in your ear until you believe you're powerless, until you believe you're stuck, until you forget what it feels like to be hungry for more. And once you swallow enough excuses, you don't just fail. You accept failure as normal. That's the real danger. Not falling, but learning to live on the floor. But deep down, you know this. That's why it hurts when you look in the mirror. That's why your stomach knots when you think about the goals you've abandoned. That's why every night before bed you feel the weight of all the things you didn't do, all the promises you broke to yourself. You know the truth. You've let excuses run your life. And let me tell you something. You may not want to hear. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about your excuses. Life doesn't slow down for you. The world doesn't pause because you're tired, broke, stressed, or unmotivated. Life keeps moving. While you're sitting there waiting for perfect conditions, someone else is grinding, someone else is building, someone else is using the same 24 hours you wasted to become great. And one day when you see them succeed, you'll tell yourself another excuse they got lucky. No, they didn't. They refused to keep lying to themselves. So let's get brutally honest. What's real back isn't lack of time, lack of energy, or lack of opportunity. It's the habits you've chained yourself to. Habits that feel small, harmless, innocent, but they are destroying you from the inside out. You hit snooze one more time. No big deal, right? Wrong. That's the first promise you break to yourself before the day even begins. You say you'll wake up at 6, but you stay in bed until 7. You teach your brain that your word means nothing. That tiny habit is eroding your identity. You grab your phone before you even grab a glass of water. Scroll for 10 minutes, then 20, then 30. Now your morning is gone. But worse than the time, you've fed your brain with everyone else's highlight reel before you've even built your own. You wonder why you feel insecure, distracted, unmotivated. You poisoned yourself before you even got out of bed. You say you'll eat clean, but you grab the junk food because it's easy. You say you'll work out, but you let one tired thought convince you not to move. You say you'll study, but you let one notification hijack your focus. And each time you give in, you carve the habit deeper into your life. And then, this is the trap, you pretend those habits don't matter. You say things like, it's just one time, or I'll be serious tomorrow. But habits don't care about your intentions. Habits don't care about what you plan. Habits don't care about your goals, dreams, or promises. Habits obey only one master, repetition. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are. Not what you say, not what you wish, not what you post, what you repeat. So look at your life. Look at the patterns. Look at the habits. Do they reflect the person you want to become? Or do they prove why you're still the same? You see, every habit is a vote for your future. Every choice is a seed you plant. The body you have right now is a harvest of past habits. The money you have or don't have is a harvest of past habits. The confidence, the energy, the discipline, the mindset you carry, it's all the result of what you've repeated over and over again. Your life today is nothing more than the sum of the habits you've allowed yesterday. And here's the part most people can't handle. Your habits aren't just choices. They are chains. They own you. They run your life on autopilot. You don't even think. You just repeat. Oh.
Get a large two-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 from Little Caesars. Pizza. Wait!
Over and over, the same loops, the same patterns, the same excuses. And then you wonder why nothing changes. You want a different body? Break the eating and sleeping habits that built the one you have now. You want a different bank account? The spending and working habits that chained you to your current income. You want a different mindset? Break the consumption habits that keep you feeding on garbage and distractions. Nothing changes until habits change. Period. But breaking habits is not easy. That's why most people never do it. They wait for motivation. They wait until it feels right. Let me tell you something. It will never feel right. It will feel painful. It will feel uncomfortable. It will feel like ripping off your own skin, but that's the price of freedom. Habits don't die quietly. They fight, they claw, they beg to stay alive. That voice in your head that says, just once won't hurt, that's the old habit fighting for survival. If you want to break it, you have to be stronger. You have to stand in the fire. You have to choose discomfort over comfort, pain over pleasure, discipline over weakness. That's the only way you kill a habit. Starve it, refuse it, deny it oxygen until it suffocates. And don't fool yourself into thinking small. You don't kind of break habits. You don't partly stop making excuses. You either cut them off at the root or you water them until they grow back stronger. Half measures don't work. You can't say you're quitting smoking while keeping a pack in your drawer. You can't say you're done with late night scrolling while keeping your phone next to your bed. You can't say you're serious about your goals while still living like yesterday. You either break the pattern or the pattern breaks you. But here's the hope. The moment you break one chain, the others start to crack. When you refuse to hit snooze, suddenly you build self-trust. When you start your day with discipline instead of distraction, suddenly you feel momentum. When you say no to the small habits killing you, suddenly you realize you have power. And that power grows. That's how you become unrecognizable. Not by talking, not by wishing, not by waiting, but by refusing to let excuses and old habits dictate your future. You kill them and you replace them. You build new patterns. You feed new habits. You practice discipline until it becomes automatic. And soon enough, the person you used to be feels like a stranger. Excuses don't belong in your vocabulary anymore. Habits don't own you anymore. You own them. And the moment you take back that control, everything changes. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop lying to yourself? Are you ready to stop hiding behind excuses? Are you ready to break the chains of the habits that are killing you? Because if you are, then your transformation starts now. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. No one drifts into greatness. You don't stumble into change. You don't wake up one morning magically transformed. Every transformation begins with a single act of courage, a decision. That's it, a decision, not a wish, not a hope, not a maybe, a decision. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people never decide. They play at wanting to change. They dabble in self-improvement. They flirt with commitment. But when the fire burns hot, when the pressure rises, when it demands more than they expected, they fold. Why? Because they never really decided. They wanted the outcome, but not the process. They wanted the glory, but not the grind. And maybe that's been you. Maybe you've been stuck in the endless loop of starting and stopping, trying and quitting, promising and breaking promises. And the reason you keep circling is because you never planted your flag and said, this is it, I'm all in, no turning back. Do you know why people cling to indecision? Because it's safe. Because it leaves them a back door. Because it lets them say, if this gets too hard, I can always stop. Indecision is a soft pillow. It feels comfortable in the moment, but it slowly suffocates you. And that's why so many dreams die, not from lack of opportunity, but from lack of decision. Let's be real. Life only changes when you decide it must. Not when it's convenient, not when you feel ready, not when the stars align. Change happens when you hit a point where staying the same is more painful than becoming different. You know that moment. You feel it deep in your chest. That breaking point when you can't stand another day of living small, lying to yourself, pretending you're okay. That moment when you snap and say, enough, no more. That is the moment of decision. But here's the part most people don't grasp. Decisions aren't words, they're commitments. A real decision is carved into stone, not written in sand. A real decision doesn't leave room for excuses, detours, or backdoors. A real decision is final. It is binding. It is a contract with yourself that you refuse to break no matter what comes against you. When a soldier goes to war, he doesn't say, I'll fight unless it rains. I'll fight unless it gets scary. I'll fight unless I'm tired. No, he decides to fight, period, no matter what. That's the kind of decision you must make for your transformation. And it begins with burning the ships.
Wait, if you were detained at any Los Angeles or California juvenile detention facility, this is the glitch that's kid detainee properly compensated. Properly compensated.
That's what the great conquerors did. They landed on enemy shores, and to force themselves forward, they burned their own ships. Why? Because retreat was no longer an option. Victory or death, progress or nothing. And that's exactly what you must do with your old life. Burn the ships of your excuses. Burn the ships of your comfort. Burn the ships of your old habits, your old identity, your old story. Make going back impossible. And listen to me, you cannot halfway decide. You cannot keep one foot in the old world and one foot in the new. That's not a decision, that's hesitation. And hesitation is deadly. The universe does not respond to maybe. It only moves when you declare yes or no. That's why the second you decide, truly decide, something shifts inside you. You feel it. You feel clarity. You feel power. You feel the weight of hesitation fall off your shoulders, and suddenly every excuse you used to believe sounds pathetic. Because decision creates direction. Decision gives birth to discipline. Decision kills confusion. So what does your decision look like? It looks like this. No more negotiating with yourself. No more debating whether you'll do it. No more asking, should I? No. The decision is made. The answer is yes, every single time, no matter what. You decide you'll wake up early, and then you do it whether you're tired or not. You decide you'll train your body, and then you do it whether it rains or shines. You decide you'll stop drinking, stop smoking, stop scrolling, and you do it whether you feel like it or not, because feelings don't matter anymore. The decision already settled it. That's how the greats live. They don't wait for motivation. They don't beg for energy. They don't rely on hype. They decide and then they act, day after day, until the decision becomes identity, until it no longer takes willpower because it's just who they are. And don't miss this. There's freedom in decision. People think discipline feels like prison. It doesn't. Indecision is the real prison. Waking up every day wondering, should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I? That's exhausting, that's torment. But when you've decided, there is no debate. The choice has already been made. You wake up and execute. That is freedom. But here's the warning. Making a decision requires courage. Because the moment you decide, the old you begins to die. The old life starts collapsing. The comfort zone crumbles. And fear will scream at you. Fear will say, what if you fail? What if it doesn't work? What if you're not strong enough? And in that moment, you must choose courage over comfort. Because if you give in to fear, you crawl back to safety. And safety is where dreams go to rot. Let me tell you something, fear isn't your enemy. Fear is the test. Fear shows up at the door of every decision. It asks, do you mean it? Are you serious? Are you willing to pay the price? And the only way you prove it is by pushing through. Every breakthrough in history came from someone who decided. Decide to fight when the odds said quit. Decide to rise when life knocked them down. Decide to keep going when the world called them crazy. Decision is the birthplace of destiny. So here's the challenge. What are you going to decide tonight? Not tomorrow, not someday, tonight. Because your future self is begging you to choose. Your future self is screaming, please. Don't leave me trapped in the same body, the same job, the same life, the same cycle of excuses. Please make the decision to free me. And you know what's tragic? Most people never do. They die without ever meeting the person they could have been. They die with their potential still locked inside because they never had the guts to decide. Don't let that be you. Don't take your greatness to the graveyard. Don't let your someday become never. The clock is ticking. Every second you hesitate, your old life tightens its grip on you. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you dig your grave a little deeper. Every delay is another chain around your neck. And one day you'll look back and realize you wasted the one thing you could never get back, time. So hear me clearly, today is the day. Right now is the moment. Draw the line, slam the door, burn the ships, make the decision that for the next 21 days, you will live differently, you will act differently, you will fight differently, and nothing will stop you. Because once you decide, truly decide, you become dangerous, you become unstoppable. You become someone who cannot be bribed by comfort or broken by fear. You become a force, and the world cannot ignore a force. So say it out loud. Right now, I decide. Say it with conviction. Say it with power. Say it until it shakes your bones. I decide.
I decide.
I decide to change.
I decide to
decide
change.
to kill the old me.
I decide
to
kill the old
rise.
me.
I decide to
rise.
become unrecognizable.
I decide to become
And once you've
recognizable.
said it, mean it.
Mean
Seal it. Live it. Let every action from this day forward prove it.
Yes.
Because once the decision is made, the only thing left is execution.
Yes.
No one drifts into greatness. You decide your way into it.
And this ain't
No
no
one
religion.
stumbles into transformation.
And this ain't no
You
religion.
decide your way into it.
See, this ain't no religion. See, this is what people that gotta understand, dog. It don't take a religion to motivate you, bro. It take belief, bro. It take belief. It take faith. It take something without. It take wanting something without seeing it, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a breakthrough. You just need to believe, man. People don't see that. People don't see that, man. The motivation comes within, man. You know, everybody tired of something. Everybody tired of losing something. Everybody tired of going through something. Everybody got some situation where they need a motivational breakthrough, an idea, a different way to think. I promise you, everybody on this earth doing that, bro. That's why all of us have messages, and some of the messages can help somebody that need that message, man. You see what I'm saying? You know, for real, it's a direction. It's a way out of a hole that you just keep circling around. You circling around the hole. You the only one circling around the hole, chasing your own tail. But if you just get that one idea or that one different look over there, you know what I'm saying? It'll change everything, man. It'll change everything, dog. Change everything.
And you, yes, you, are one decision away from rewriting your entire life. So make it, right now. Discipline is the difference between the person you are and the person you want to be. Read that again. Let it sink in. Because you can dream, you can plan, you can talk, you can decide, but without discipline, you will lose every single time. Motivation will not save you. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. Motivation feels good when it's there, but the moment it fades, and it will fade, you're left with nothing unless you've built discipline.
Discipline.
And that's why most people never change. They rely on feelings. They live as slaves to moods.
Same old phone? Nah. This is my mic check and mix all in. More.
They wait for the right time, the right energy, the right vibe. They keep waiting for lightning to strike, not realizing that lightning doesn't strike. You light the fire yourself with discipline. Discipline means you do it when it's boring. You do it when you're tired. You do it when nobody's watching. You do it when everything in your body is screaming stop. You do it because you said you would, period. End of discussion. Consistency is discipline repeated, day after day, choice after choice, repetition after repetition. Consistency is what carves change into your identity. It is the hammer that breaks through resistance. It is the drip of water that cuts through stone. One day of effort means nothing. A week of...
Okay, you guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by, commenting, liking, subscribing to my channel for give me a chance to be heard. Try it again tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be on panels. I'll be lined up with Rizzy Rock. That's my brother. Internet, outside the internet, Real GT, Udo on the Go, SBGT TV, Deuce Sims, Ted Turner, Splash. It's quite a few more people. I can't mention them all, but I salute, respect, and love to all the people that's trying to do something different in their life and make a change and giving out action love and not just verbal love. I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a chance to hear me out, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Peace and love 561. I'm out.